Hola, hola. I have a tarot reading for you today, and it's gonna get really deep, really fast, okay? I already tried to record this once, and for some reason it didn't stay recorded, so I just have to, review everything. Hi. All right. As I was preparing for the reading, I was thinking about Mars going into Leo today and how it's been in Cancer. Now, Mars is the planet of war. It's the planet of action. Lots of fiery, passionate energy that Mars brings in. And when it was in Cancer, Cancer likes to tiptoe around anger. And it's not because Cancer's afraid of anger. Cancer's afraid of what it's going to do with that anger. Leo, however, doesn't give a fuck. Leo is going to express that anger. It's going to act on it and quick and fast and then be over it in 5 minutes, okay? So, with that being said, I chose a card from the Archetypes deck as I was contemplating this, and the Father card came up, okay? Now, I feel like for this collective, the Emperor has been showing up a lot, okay? So it could be that you're doing some inner masculine work, your father, you're doing some work with your father. Now, I want to say that our relationship to our parents is directly correlated to the relationship that we have with the Creator, okay? Because they are our creators. So if you have any pent-up anger towards your father, think of it as anger towards the Creator as well. So you're doing some really deep work here, this collective that I'm reading, that this reading is going to land for. Now, the first card that popped up was the Tower card, okay? And it showed up with the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Wands. I mean, that's the whole, gist of the reading. Now, this Tower moment could have happened internally for you, some kind of truth that you faced. Because remember, let's keep it at the Father, because that's what's on the table. Your father is the first masculine figure that you meet in this lifetime and that you put on a pedestal. You have all these expectations of your father and what you want your father to show up as and what you want them to give you and how you want them to love you. But that father falls from grace because most of the time that father has to work and provide. Maybe they're absent physically, maybe they're absent emotionally, and they don't, they're not able to show up in the way that us as children really want them to or need them to. And they're human. We realize, at some point you come to this realization like, wow, my father is human. And, he's not the God that I always put him on this pedestal to be. And so the tower crumbles. And when that tower crumbles, some part of who you are, who you think you were, crumbles too. And that's hard. That's challenging. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Six of Wands. You did something in your life. You created some persona in your life because you thought that that's what your father wanted from you. You were waiting for his validation and you thought that that's where you were going to find the success. But you're realizing that that's all just a mask and it's not who you truly are. And that success is not going to come until you do the work around releasing that mask. Now, this is not going to be for everybody, and it's not going to be easy to hear for everybody. So some people might scroll and not want to hear it. But this is the work that will change your life, okay? Your whole life will change because that's what we're here for. We're here to be who we are, not who other people want us to be, not who other people expect us to be. We're here to be who we were meant to be. Who you are. You just are wearing masks. Now, the next few cards that came up were the Five of Swords with the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. I believe that there part of your part of like the persona that's coming down is you're going to see it a lot in the way that you relate. Because I see that you're somebody that loves to be right. You might even create drama in your relationships in order for you to stay at the surface level. You don't like going too deep. Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You're very kind, very gentle, or maybe the person, you know, when you're cross-watching and this sounds like somebody else that you're, you know, looking for a reading for. Knight of Cups. This is somebody that's very gentle, very sweet, but not very deep. Superficial. Keep it really light, okay? This is that person that just cannot commit, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They cannot, for the life of them, commit. And let's not even go into self-care. Okay, this person has no idea how to take care of themselves, unfortunately. And it's not anybody's fault, and I'm not sitting here, you know, trying to put anybody down. It's just what it is. And this is part of the truth. This is part of the tower moment that's happening right now, okay? The realization that your own thoughts and your own words have created all of these, you know, really surface level connections in your life when you've been longing really deeply for love, okay? Because the Knight of Cups wants, I have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, the king, this is where you want to be, King of Cups. You want emotional intelligence. You want an open heart. You want to be able to deal with emotions, but these masks are not letting you do that, and you have to do the work to take them down because ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. Okay? And how are you gonna do that? Queen of Wands, the Moon, Knight of Swords in reverse, and Three of Pentacles. You're going to work with someone. You are going to find someone to help you with this work so that you can step into your leadership role, Queen of Wands, so that you can step into your confidence and really find the inner security that you so desire. But you're going to have to start at the subconscious level. Okay, it's got to go deep. This is not surface level work, and it's not for the light of heart. You know what I mean. It's going to require you to be real with yourself. You're going to have to take a real good look in the mirror. And you're going to have to, you know, get into some meditation, because that Knight of Swords in reverse, that monkey mind that you have going on, all the thoughts, all the unclear thoughts, and like there's turmoil in your head. You know, I feel all of, like, as I'm channeling this energy, there's like so much going on in the mental space, but not a lot of action. Not a lot of action because you stay stuck. You stay stuck in these patterns of expectations. Three of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. There's something here that has to do with your money and how you work too. It's unsustainable. And I feel like you know, you want to step into your like leadership, but it's in the way that you even make agreements. I don't think you make clear agreements. You don't make clear boundaries. And then you're left with the short end of the stick. You end up really like thinking like, wait, why am I doing this again? And the resentment builds. Subconscious work, okay? Because I can see you want, oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. King of Cups with the World. That's your new paradigm. That's what you want. You want to complete the cycle. You want to step into that heart-centered life. It's all here for you. It's right there for you. You just have to take the step and have the courage, get the courage, and just face the truth.